أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وإذ أوحيت إلى الحواريين أن آمنوا بي وبرسولي قالوا آمنا واشهد بأننا مسلمون إذ قال الحواريون يا عيسى ابن مريم هل يستطيع ربك أن ينزل علينا مائدة من السماء قال اتقوا الله إن كنتم مؤمنين قالوا نريد أن نأكل منها وتطمئن قلوبنا ونعلم أن قد صدقتنا ونكون عليها من الشاهدين قال عيسى ابن مريم اللهم ربنا أنزل علينا مائدة من السماء تكون لنا عيدا لأولنا وآخرنا وآية منك وارزقنا وأنت خير الرازقين قال الله إني منزلها عليكم فمن يكفر بعد منكم فإني أعذبه عذابا لا أعذبه أحدا من العالمين صدق الله العظيم وبلغنا رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. So continuing from yesterday, these ayat are telling us about the discussion that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will have with Sayyidina Isa ala nabina alayhi salatu wasalam on the day of judgment. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will remind him about the bounties that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had done to him in this world, and continuing with the bounties that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had reminded and that we had read about in yesterday's ayat. وَإِذْ أَوْحَيْتُ إِلَى الْحَوَارِيِّينَ أَنْ آمِنُوا بِي وَبِرَسُولِي قَالُوا آمَنَّا وَاشْهَدْ بِأَنَّنَا مُسْلِمُونَ. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that when I enjoined upon the disciples, the Hawariyin, so the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam had Sahaba, the companions of Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam who believed in him, they are called Hawariyin. Allah enjoined upon the disciples, believe in me and in my messenger. So Allah put that in their heart. قَالُوا آمَنَّا وَاشْهَدْ بِأَنَّنَا مُسْلِمُونَ. They said, we believed and bear witness. They said to Sayyidina Isa ala nabina alayhi salatu wasalam that bear witness, you bear witness that we are the believing ones, we are the submitting ones, Muslimun. Then إذ قال الحواريون يا عيسى ابن مريم هل يستطيع ربك أن ينزل علينا مائدة من السماء. This is a famous story where the believers in Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam, some of them asked Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam that هل يستطيع ربك, is it can your Lord do this? So they did not mean to question the authority or the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but they were trying to ask that is it according to the wisdom of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is it does it go with the wisdom of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, within the wisdom of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is it okay, is it possible that an yunazzil alayna ma'idatan min as-sama, that Allah descends upon us a ma'ida. What is ma'ida? That send some food down upon us from the skies. And Hazrat al-Mufassirin have written the research about this is the muhaqqiq, the rajih call is that it was a meal, that actual meal that descended from the skies for these people. So the Sayyidina Isa ala nabiyina alayhi salatu wasalam said, قَالَ اتَّقُوا اللَّهَ إِن كُنْتُم مُؤْمِنِينَ, have fear of Allah if you are believers. The reason was that when you are already believers, then what is the reason that you are asking for a miracle of such kind? When you're miracles, the purpose of miracles is for non-believing people that they become impressed and for their goodness, for their betterment, they come to the fold of Iman or faith. But when you people are already believers, why are you asking for such an unnecessary thing? And from this ulama have written a masala that us believers as well, alhamdulillah, we should give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon this. We should not be asking for abnormal things to happen. For example, some people have a habit that, Ya Allah, if such an abnormal thing happens, out of the ordinary, extraordinary thing happens, then I will do such and such thing. We should not be asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for such things. We are already believers. We should not be asking for extraordinary things. And same is the thing that Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam told them, that ittaqullah in kuntum mu'minin, if you are believers, then have fear of Allah, do not ask for a unnecessary thing. They said, قَالُوا نُرِيدُ أَن نَأْكُلَ مِنْهَا, we want it for three reasons. أَن نَأْكُلَ مِنْهَا, that we want to eat from it, so that there is a meal that is grown from earth, and then there is another meal that is given directly to us by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so we eat from it. and we gain the blessings from it. أَن نَأْكُلَ مِنْهَا وَتَطْمَئِنَّ قُلُوبُنَا, and our heart, our heart, they become, they find peace with it, they find content with it, that our iman on you, Sayyidina Isa Nabina alayhi salatu wasalam, that increases further. وَنَعْلَمَ أَنْ قَدْ صَدَقْتَنَا وَنَكُونَ عَلَيْهَا مِنَ الشَّاهِدِينَ, and we know that you are أَنْ قَدْ صَدَقْتَنَا, that you have told us the truth. وَنَكُونَ عَلَيْهَا مِنَ الشَّاهِدِينَ, and when we see this miracle, then we can tell other people about it, that we are a witness to such and such miracle, and this is the righteous prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam agreed to them. قال عيسى ابن مريم اللهم ربنا أنزل علينا مائدة من السماء. Sayyidina Isa ala Nabina alayhi salatu wasalam asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, O Allah, our Lord, send down upon us a meal, a feast from heaven. تكون لنا عيدا لأولنا وآخرنا وآية من. It would become a happy occasion for us and for our all our generations, present and future. So for the present ones, it is obvious that it will be a source of happiness that Allah has given them a meal directly, and even their future generations will be able to think about it with pride that Allah had given our ancestors a direct meal. وَآيَةً مِّنْكَ, and it will be a sign from you. وَارْزُقْنَا وَأَنْتَ خَيْرُ الرَّازِقِينَ, and you give us provisions, because you are the best giver of provisions. قَالَ اللَّهُ إِنِّي مُنَزِّلُهَا عَلَيْكُمْ. Allah said that I am going to send it down to you. فَمَنْ يَكْفُرْ بَعْدُ مِنْكُمْ فَإِنِّي أُعَذِّبُهُ عَذَابًا لَا أُعَذِّبُهُ أَحَدًا مِنَ الْعَالَمِينَ. I'm going to give it to you, but whoever among you disbelieves after that, I shall give him such a punishment as I shall not give to anyone else in all the worlds. And that is what happened, that even when that meal came down, so one thing that we should learn from it, that when the blessing or the bounty is greater in magnitude, is bigger in magnitude, then the punishment of kufran, or being thankless upon it, or disbelieving, is also bigger in accordance with the magnitude of the blessing. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that I'm going to punish if somebody disbelieves after that, and that is what happened, that they got a meal and they ate from it, but they also stored it for the future, for the next day, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala really disliked, because that Allah which can give you meal one day can also give you meal another day. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala really disliked it, and they were turned, some of them, those who disbelieved, they were turned into swines and monkeys. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had already said, فَإِنِّي أُعَذِّبُهُ عَذَابًا لَا أُعَذِّبُهُ أَحَدًا مِنَ الْعَالَمِينَ, that if some of you, whoever among you disbelieves after that, I shall give him such a punishment as I shall not give to anyone else in all the worlds. So in that time, in those times, nobody was given that kind of a punishment. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from all sorts of disbelief, all sorts of unnecessary questions, and all sorts of things that invite the wrath of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Sallallahu ta'ala ala khayri khalqi Sayyidina wa Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.